Hi everyone, this is Mr. West, and today we're doing a math drills tutorial video on adding fractions. This one has like denominators and is asking us to simplify if necessary. I'm going to talk about two of those things, but before we start, I kind of want to give some background on fractions using pizza. Pizza is the best way to think about fractions. Let's go ahead and start with number 17. Number 17 says 1/3 plus 1/3. So we just need to add those two fractions together. This bottom number tells us how many slices or how many pieces are in the entire shape. So if we're saying 1/3, okay, that means our pizza is divided into 3 different pieces. 1, 2, 3. So that's represented with that bottom number. I'm going to go ahead and erase that. And then that top number tells us how many we are choosing of that third. So we're only choosing one of those thirds. So what I'm going to do here is for this first fraction right here, I'm going to highlight, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. I'm going to highlight just this first third. So right here. Okay. So there we go. There's our first third. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add this second third. So here we have another third. So let's say we got more hungry later and we wanted to eat another third of pizza. Well, it's divided into 3 slices. We're only choosing one of those slices. And there we go. That's what it looks like. Now we can see how many total thirds did we eat. Well, we had 2 total thirds. So our answer is going to be 2. But it still stays as thirds. We don't divide it into any more slices. Okay, this bottom number, the denominator, tells us how many divisions there's going to be. It still stays as 3 divisions, but we had an additional piece. That top number is the numerator. That tells us how many total pieces that we're choosing or selecting or eating or whatever it is. So our answer is going to be 2/3. Now, let's jump over. I want to talk about simplifying. Okay, so simplifying, this number cannot be simplified, and I'm going to talk about what that means in just a little bit. But for numbers, which number is this? This is number 14, actually, so I'm going to bump this up. For number 14, we're asked about 6. So we have 1/6 plus 3/6. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and highlight 1/6 to start. Okay, so we start off with 1/6, and then we decided to eat 3 more 6. So you can see here that there's 6 total slices, and I'm going to choose 3 more of those. So I'm going to go like this. Okay, and actually I'm going to cover it up a little bit. Nope, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go like this. 3 more 6. And highlight that in. I know I didn't stay inside the lines perfectly. I'm actually going to use that. So how many total 6 do I have? Well, it stays as 6. We're not going to divide it into any more units. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We just added these 2 top numbers, those numerators together, and now we have 4, 6. But this can be simplified, and I'm going to show you how in just a moment. So let's take this original pizza, okay, divide it into thirds. You'll notice something. If I grab this, okay, so I'm going to grab those 3, 6. I'm going to pull them over here, okay, and I want to overlap it. Okay, so I overlapped it. And then I'm going to grab this last little piece right here. And I'll move him also. Okay, this is Notability, the program I'm using. Great program. Looking for sponsorship. All right, so then take a look. So you'll notice outside of staying, going outside the lines, you'll notice that it perfectly matches up with 2/3. Why does that happen? Well, 4/6 can be reduced. It can be simplified because 4 and 6 share a common factor of 2. We can divide both the top and number by the same thing and still end up with a whole number. So this ends up as 2/3. 2/3 is a more simple way to write 4/6. It's the same thing, but 2/3 is a more simple way. So if you ate 4/6 of a pizza, really what you're doing is you're eating 2/3 of the entire pizza. So that's what simplification is. So if we're going to approach these problems, all we need to do is we need to just copy down this bottom number, and then we're just going to add the numerators. So here we have 11, here we have 20, here we have 7. The next thing you're going to do if you want to simplify is you're going to be looking for common factors. Do 11 and 13 have any common factors? They do not. They're both prime. 20 and 21, they do not. Okay, 21 has 3 and 7, so if you're looking at factors, we have 3 and 7, whereas 20 has 1, 2, we don't consider 1. We have 2, 4, 5, and 10. Okay, so they don't have any common factors. 7 and 8 don't have any common factors. 8 and 12 do. So if we kept the denominator the same, that's 12, and then we add 6 plus 2, that's 8. We can divide both the top and bottom by a common factor of 4. That gives us 2 over 3. So that's another way to write 4, 6 is 2 over 3 and also 8 over 12. This one right here would be 13 over 14. And I think you guys get the pattern. It's pretty simple from here. I'm going to do a couple more. So 12 and 20, we could simplify this. They have a common factor of 4 also. So I divide by 4 to the top and bottom. And we get 3 over 5. And that's basically the entire worksheet. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out more videos like this on my channel. Also, make sure to check out math drills. And I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.